Around 1 p.m. of yesterday, Nigerians were greeted with a rather very surprising news from Finland. Shown right now on your screen is this particular news where it states breaking: Simon Ekpa arrested in Finland over terrorism activities. In this video, I'll explain to you step by step how this man, Simon Ekpa, was finally arrested by the Finnish government and the police department. The undercover operation to arrest Simon Ekpa kick-started last year, around 1st of January of that same year. Yes, the Nigerian military has been going back and forth and have been pressurizing the Finnish government to actually apprehend this man. And at some point, the Finnish government weren't too interested, and that is why the Nigerian government had to make the whole thing public. Well, shown right now on your screen is a news publication released where it states insecurity. Nigerian military accuses Finland of encouraging separatist leader who happens to be Simon Ekpa. When this news publication from the Nigerian government came to limelight, the Finnish government had to step in and do something very crucial, because the whole wide world, most top countries of the world started pressurizing the same country. And that is why on the 24th of February 2023, the Finnish government made its first attempt to arrest Simon Ekpa. Shown right now on your screen is a publication released by BBC where it states Nigeria's IPOP faction leader arrested in Finland. And here's a photo from that particular day. This picture was taken on the 24th of February 2023. But there's something Nigerians did not know about this arrest, and there's something the Finnish government did not reveal to the masses. The Finnish government did not actually arrest Simon Ekpa on this particular day because of the crimes he has committed. They arrested him for one particular reason. Well, the Nigeria's presidential elections were scheduled to take place on the 25th of February 2023, and Simon Ekpa called for a total sit-at-home in the southern region of Nigeria, meaning that no individual should leave their home or cast their votes for any candidate during the poll. The Finnish government saw this as a form of disenfranchisement to the people of southern region of Nigeria, and that is why they had to step in, arrest this man, and take him in for questioning. A couple of hours later, this man, Simon Ekpa, was released by the said Finnish government after the questioning and every other research and investigations were done and carried out. They released him that same day. And here's a news publication from the Pulse Nigeria where it states Simon Ekpa renews call for sit-at-home after his release. That is to say, after the Finnish government apprehended this man, questioned him over his call for sit-at-home in Nigeria, they released him hours later, and this same man, Simon Ekpa, still insisted for a total sit-at-home in the southeastern parts of Nigeria. Well, it simply means that some questions weren't asked properly, or maybe the Finnish government weren't too interested about Nigeria's elections. Meanwhile, fast forward to the 12th of June 2024, Nigeria's government and the Finland government officially opened a proper form of agreement and a proper form of negotiations to apprehend this man once and for all. Well, shown right now on your screen, it's a statement made by CDS Musa after Nigeria and Finland went into an agreement. It states Simon Ekpa must be arrested and also prosecuted. That same day, a body known as the National Bureau of Investigation, known as the NBI, kickstarted the whole operation in Finland. This NBI is a commission domiciled in Finland. It's more like the FBI in the USA, it's more like the EFCC in Nigeria, and all of those law enforcement agencies all across the world. So this NBI officially started following up with Simon Ekpa's documentations, his transactions, and every other thing within. This commission swept through his social media platforms and Twitter, now called X to be precise. At the same time, this National Bureau of Investigation opened treaties and pacts with other international bodies. Yes, and to better understand this, here's a statement from the desk of the NBI where it states the police have carried out international cooperation during the criminal investigation of Simon Ekpa. That is to say, a lot of security apparatus from different countries of the world joined the NBI together with the Nigerian government to fish out this man once and for all. Yes, because Simon Ekpa at some point was traveling from country to country within Europe. He was traveling for various events, various meetings, and all of those stuffs. And that is when international bodies were called in, because most of the times it's illegal to investigate or arrest somebody in a foreign land without involving the host countries and their security and police. So when Simon Ekpa was busy traveling from country to country within Europe, Finland and Nigeria had to also call in the security of that same country, the host country Simon Ekpa was visiting at that point in time. Meanwhile, while investigations were ongoing, the NBI stumbled on something very, very interesting that gave them a leadway. They noticed a lot of funds raised by Simon Ekpa, which had questionable roots and sources. Yes, they noticed that this man collected funds through series of dubious means. If that wasn't all, take a look at this photograph shown right now on your screen, and when you look closely, you'll notice that this was posted on the 17th of November 2024 by Simon Ekpa himself. And when you look directly, you see that Simon Ekpa currently is using kits to push his agenda and to propel his message, which did not sit well with a lot of individuals. Simon Ekpa wanted to replicate something that happened in 1967 to 1970, where foreign individuals were called up and they played a football match with the Biafran name as a football club. But Simon Ekpa took his own a step further by introducing kids in this agenda, which did not sit well with so many people. This singular act caught the attention of so many individuals of the world, and this man's page and profile was heavily reported. But then, when you go to this man's Twitter, now called X page, when you look at his profile closely, when you take a look at his profile, you won't be able to find any incriminating write-up. But take a look at this particular section of your screen. It states, freedom or die. Yes, this is a motto being propelled by this man. He usually gives people two options. It's either you go with his agenda or you die, as clearly stated here. Meanwhile, the Finnish government, together with the NBI, the National Bureau of Investigation, swept through this man's X profile. They swept through all of his posts, his recommendations, his statements and releases. And if you know Simon Ekpa very, very well, you know that it's not even difficult to pick offenses in his Twitter post. So it wasn't too difficult for the Finnish government and the NBI to find very, very incriminating documents on his X page. But interestingly, while going through this man's Twitter handle, or now called X, the Finnish government noticed that Simon Ekpa had a series of individuals who aided him in Finland. He had a series of people who came together, create a body and a group to aid him run and cause havoc in the southeastern part of Nigeria. Well, in total, 4 individuals were handpicked and pinpointed. Yes, 4 individuals were picked up together with Simon Ekpa. Showing right now on your screen is a release, it's a press release from the NBI, where it states, police request remand of 5 persons on suspicion of terrorist offenses. It further states, the National Bureau of Investigation requests that 1 person be remanded on suspicion of public exhortation to an offense committed with a criminal intent, and 4 persons on suspicion of financing a criminal offense. The requests for remand are considered by the Payatame District Court. Showing right now on your screen is this Payatame Court where Simon Ekpa was brought in yesterday, and the court asked for his remand. Yeah, unfortunately we couldn't get very, very close to this court so we can show you the exterior and show you how it was built and structured. We could only get a distance coverage. But then let me show you an official statement made by the NBI on their official website. Showing right now on your screen is a screenshot which states, the requests for remand are related to a criminal investigation in which a dual citizen of Finland and Nigerian born in the 1980s is suspected of public exhortation to an offense committed with an intent. As you can see, the Finnish government and the NBI did not put anybody's name up here, but we all know who this write-up was meant for. So while going through this particular press release, we stumbled on something very, very interesting that you need to see. Showing right now on your screen is this statement. It reads, the police suspect that the man has furthered his efforts on Finland in such a way that he has resulted in violence against civilians and public authorities and in other crimes in the southeastern Nigeria. This simply means that the reason why the Finland government or the Finnish government arrested Simon Ekpa is because he himself has been causing havoc in their own country, and not just southeastern Nigeria alone. Well, to wrap things off, as we speak, the Nigerian government currently are making plans to bring this man back into the country so he can face the wrath of the law in full force. Show right now on your screen is a publication released where it states, breaking, Simon Ekpa will be extradited to Nigeria to face charges. This is from the defense headquarters. But then let's be hopeful that the Finnish government will not release Simon Ekpa as they did last year around February before the presidential elections. We hope and pray that this man faces the wrath of the law and is being sentenced and serve his time in prison. Anyways, talking about prison, we found the holding prison cell where Ekpa is currently serving his time. Well, if you want to watch the video and see this man's prison and his cell and how it looks like, we have a video that exposes everything that you need to know and understand. And that video is showing right now on your screen. So click on this video to watch it now. Click on this video and I'll see you on the other side.